All right, the next one. Goodbye Things. Fumio Sasaki, the new Japanese minimalism. Published in Japanese in 2015. The English version was written in 2017. Fumio Sasaki is kind of like the male version of Marie Kondo, if you know who that is. So it discusses what minimalism is, why we accumulate things. It has a bunch of like 70 tips to help remove things from your house. He has some quite cool photos of how his house went from maximalist to minimalist. There's some quite interesting pictures there. And he talks about the process of how he throws things away, and how to become happy by just simplifying your life. I'm going to read a few excerpts out of this. This is pretty cool. I had everything I needed. A big TV, a home theater set, a computer, an iPhone, a comfortable bed, and more. But even though I had all of life's necessities, I kept thinking about what was missing in my life. I could watch movies with my girlfriend in style if only I had a leather love seat. I'd probably look smart if I had a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf. I could invite friends over for parties if I had a grand rooftop terrace. All the apartments I saw in featured magazines had these things, and yet I had none of them. If only I had them, people would start noticing me. It was all the things I didn't have that were standing between me and my happiness. That's the way my mind worked. We're all born into this world as minimalists, but we Japanese used to lead minimalist lives as well. Foreigners who came to Japan before our industrialization were shocked. While it might be hard to imagine today, most people own perhaps 2 or 3 kimonos, always kept fresh and clean, as their entire wardrobe. They packed light, their legs were strong, and they could walk wherever they needed to go. Homes were simple structures that could be quickly rebuilt, and people didn't tend to live in the same place all their lives. Japanese culture used to be a minimalist culture. Tell you what, they're hoarders now. Not all of them, but my experience in Japan, a lot of people were hoarding stuff. I quite like this one. This is from his 55 tips. Discard anything that creates visual noise. The objects I have at home are white, beige, grey, and the colours of wood, pleasing to the eye and in harmony among themselves. The balance is disrupted when I have something flashy in a flashy neon colour or a primary colour that's too bold. They stand out too much and disturb a peaceful atmosphere. A jug of bleach, for example, might have a pink bright cap and a mint-coloured body. Household cleaning materials are often flashy, which is probably an attempt to warn people of their possible hazards. Poisonous creatures are generally garish, sending out visual signals to stay away from them. Their bright colours aren't meant to be relaxing. Objects with colours that enter your field of vision, hence your awareness, even if you aren't particularly paying attention to them. Small articles adorned with colours are certainly cute, but larger items with bold colours will quickly trigger visual fatigue and then boredom. You won't tire as quickly of objects that are easier on the eyes and less stimulating, and they can be generally used for longer periods of time. It's one of the good things that, one of the 12 ways he's changed his life. It says, I'd rather regret something I've done rather than something I wish I'd done. The regret we experience for not doing something leaves a much stronger impression on us than the regret we have for doing something. In psychology, this is called the Zeigarnik effect, which says that people remember things that they once pursued and left incomplete more than they do the things that they had completed. For example, I'm sure most of us regret not telling someone we love them, and those feelings are likely to remain with us forever. Knowing that we were too scared to try leaves us with an even bigger regret than the fact that we didn't do it. The lesson is clear. If there's something you want to do, now's the time to do it, whether it ends in success or failure. That's why I wrote this book. I may regret it later, but I'm sure I would have regretted not doing it more. Overall, taking action leads to happiness. It was really cool, and it inspired me to do a big clean up of my room personally. It's quite interesting. He has some cool interviews on YouTube as well. So if you're interested in minimalism or reducing some of your possessions in life, check it out.